I have here a bank reconciliation practice problem, just to kind of go over the bank reconciliation process. So this is the Chavez company, and I have a bank statement, some information from the prior bank statement. I have the company accounting records okay, for cash receipts and for cash disbursements, cash payments, and then the general ledger summary account. So let's begin. I'm going to back this out a little bit. So I have some reconciling items up here. And I have Chavez most recently reconciled the bank statement and book balance as of August 31st. And uh, two checks outstanding at the prior month. Okay, so the prior month had two checks outstanding, one for 1,028, one for 494. Check number 5893 was still outstanding at September 30th. Okay, so 494 was still outstanding. So when we see something like this, we have to clear the checks first. So we clear the prior month's checks by checking them off, and I see that they're right here. So we can put a tick mark there. This one is still outstanding. So that's our first item for outstanding. Our balance, our current bank balance is right here. So I have to start out with bank, and I start out with balance per statement, 18,453. Okay, that's the number right there, 18,453. I can't get that any clearer. Then what do I have to add to the bank? Deposit and transits and outstanding checks. So I see that 464, 494 is still outstanding. And then I start clearing the ones from this account. Okay, so my cash payments, 1824, that one's done. 719, that one's done. 399, I see that one there. 2060, 2090. Whoops, I think I have an error on the book side. Yes, check number 5904 was correctly drawn for 2090, but the bookkeeper put it in for 2060, so I have to subtract another $30 from the books. Do you see how we got that book error? Let's go back to our clearing checks. 937, 982 is not cleared. So 5906, number 5906 is not cleared for 982. Okay. So this one's outstanding, so I put a tick mark there that says it's outstanding. The next one, 213, cleared, and 1807 cleared. So 388, check number 5908 is still outstanding for $388. Okay. So my deposits in transit, I do the same thing. I look at my deposits in transit. There were none from the beginning balance, 1103. Okay, so I'm tick marking them off as I get them. 4093, 2351. This one's outstanding. It didn't make it to the bank, 1682. Okay, so now I have a adjusted balance. So my adjusted bank balance, when I add and subtract, it's going to be 18,271. Use your calculator and calculate that so you know how smooth your calculator works with pluses and minuses. Now let's go over to the bank side of things. So the bank side, I already have an error. I'm looking for other things like NSF checks. NSF, it's a subtraction, 600. And then over here, it looks like I collected a note receivable. for 1485, along with interest of 12. There's an IN there. Okay. All right. So I've got my adjustments. So I can follow my adjustments usually on these types of things by the words. So what was my book balance? I have to get my book balance. Okay. The book balance was right down here in my general ledger summary. So that's my cash roll forward, and I look for my cash balance. It's 17,404. Okay. Do I have a service fee? Okay. Generally, we put service fees in here too. Let's see, where did the bank charge a service fee? I don't see one. Let me check this additional information down here on the bottom for additional information. Check number 5904 had a bookkeeping error, NSF check. Okay, we got that. Return has not been recorded by the company. Credit memorandum for collection of notes receivable. Looks like I don't have any service fees. I'm ready to go. So 17,404 minus these two errors plus the reconciliation of the reconciled balance is 271. Okay, so I match. Okay, so I have to match these two so I know where I'm going. If I subtract and divide by 2, I can see if I misposted something. So errors are real common questions. Be sure you know whether they are a bank error or a bookkeeper error and which way the bookkeeper error is going. All right, that has been a sample of a bank reconciliation. Simple. Okay. Thank you. This is Professor Campbell.